Yo, what up, man? Chris by checking in, man. Back with the blog, man. Make sure that like button, that subscribe button, anyway, and I appreciate all the support. Salute, man. Make sure you hit that like button on your way in. Let's talk about it, man. Millz versus Eazy the Block Captain. The algorithm versus the algorithm, man. Both of these two guys can share the title of algorithm. Millz has been an algorithm for the last few months. Eazy has been an algorithm for a little while now. So he's put in, a lot of time holding that spot down. But if I look at Millz' last video, 16,000 views in a day. Okay, 16,000 views in a day. Eazy's last video, 12,000 views in 19 hours. So almost a day, about 4 or 5 hours away from being a full day. So as you can see, they're on pace to do very similar numbers. That's why this is titled Algorithm versus Algorithm. And so it's been a lot of talk. We're going to talk about a little bit behind the scenes information. We're going to talk about really like who's probably a little bit more right in this situation and not so much. Let's go over a few things. Let's look at Millz' last blog. The last thing he said in his blog. Let's look.
I just want you to know, Eazy, this is a no-win situation for you. I heard you say you reached out to T-Top because you tried to get T-Top to put me and you on the card that he battling Verb on. No! And my thing is, if it's so slow for me, and I'm so washed and I'm all of this, in 2026, did y'all ever think y'all would hear Eazy say he just reached out to somebody to try to get them to book him with Millz? I'll take it a step further. Did you ever think you would hear Eazy reach out to another battle rapper to book him and Millz on their card in their league when he has his own? No! Eazy, this ain't what you want. When I tell you algorithms change, it happens all the time. Welcome to the new one.
Hey, yo, dig in my truck. I swear that.
All right, that was actually a very, very good blog. If y'all watch it, he's drinking a Shasta Cola. He's making fun of Diet Cola from Black Compass, former member of Black Compass. So that's what that whole thing was about. All right, so he made an interesting point. He said Eazy reached out to T-Top to try to get onto the him and Verb card against Millz. And he was like, why are you trying to do that when you have your own league? Or basically kind of implying that you have your own league. You don't have to reach out to another battle rapper. So I think it's a little double play on that. One is, do you really still have your own league to book people? You know what I'm saying? Because there's been a lot of rumors about what's been going on since he said that Chrome 23 was kind of like falling back. So it's like, is Rem really funding these events anymore? I think that's one angle. The other angle is, I reached out to T-Top today. I spoke to T-Top for a little while today. Y'all make sure y'all support his card he got coming up. Got a lot of dope battles on there. You know what I'm saying? A lot of good battles on there. It's a pretty big card, to keep it real with you. A lot of good battles on there. It's a 2-day event. So he got a day 1 and a day 2 card. So it's a lot going on. I think it goes down like April 4th or April 5th, one of them days. But so I was talking to him about that. He said he's not interested in this battle. He doesn't want to book this battle. He's not booking this battle. and that Eazy was pushing to try to get the battle, but it's not anything he's interested in. He hasn't been talking any numbers with Eazy, and he doesn't want to do the battle at all. He said he would book Eazy for a different opponent. I'm not going to say who that opponent is, but he's a URL battler. He will book him for it, but he's not interested in Eazy and J Millz. No way, no how. So this battle is not happening on at least not on T-Top's league. And I'm not mad. I don't really want to see this battle anyway. I feel like with J Millz, I do agree with Eazy when he says Millz need to step in the ring. I do agree with that. Not with Eazy though. I don't think he should battle any of these guys that are like subplots to the main plot. No Eazy, no Verb, no Rum Nitty, no Jack Boy, no anybody else. None of these guys. He just needs to battle Goods. And if he's not battling Goods, I don't really care. Everybody else, there's a little bit of history there, not any real history. To me, him and Goods, they battled once already. And I feel like he put a lot of damage into Goods' brand. I feel like just the way people look at Goods now. You know, Goods just did a video recently talking about Geechee Gotti. He said that he could understand the Geechee Gotti situation because Geechee was just trying to make a way for his family. Goods, I don't know why you put that video out, bro. Like, Geechee got plenty of ways to put on for his family other than doing something illegal. So I'm like, damn, I don't even know why. How you barely blog, and when you blog, you saying some BS. Like, I don't really get it. This your second blog that you done came out and just said some stuff that don't even make sense, bro. We can't be condoning what Geechee did. I mean, respect to Geechee. I want Geechee home like everybody else, but he did some foolish stuff. Let's just keep it real. And as big as he is in this culture, plenty of ways for him to get money. So for you to do in a blog and say you can't be mad at Geechee because you understand he was just trying to feed his family, bro. He's not homeless. Like, if he was struggling, homeless, and can't get government assistance or disabled, and he was doing all this kind of stuff, and he was committing some crimes and really try to steal canned goods and everything, do what he can to feed his family, bro, this is some ignorant ass shit he was doing. This ain't about good. This ain't about Geechee. But I just want to say that. So I feel like even the rare times you blog, you still came out and said some foolish stuff, and this was just another foolish thing. So I do feel like at some point in time, there won't be anybody to diss. There won't be anybody that's going to diss you back, really, or engage. And it's not going to really be enough diss tracks to keep it real. So you're going to have to pivot one of two ways. Either you become a blogger or you battle. And you can still do the diss tracks. But I'm just saying, you got to, you can diss track and blog, diss track and battle. But there's not probably going to be enough people that the culture would be interested in you battling, and whether or not they will actually battle you back. Because I see that's another issue. Niggas don't want to battle. Eazy already said he's not battling back. So, niggas don't even want to battle back. So that's another problem. So it's like, how do you maintain your algorithm is? Ain't even a word, but I just made that up. Let me get to another point on here. I just want to get to another point. So I do feel like there is some agreement with that. Now, YouTube, don't flag me. I'm not doing any bullying. I'm talking very, respectful and very, just regular. You know what I'm saying? I don't want no issue. Eazy, you sometimes can't differentiate criticism and hate. This is just criticism. Let me just preface that before that. You know what I'm saying? So with that being said, you said a couple things. Let me see. Hold on. Let me find it. Gotta find out where it is.
You can't tell niggas that you don't want to get in the arena, but you want to diss all the battle rappers that's from this arena. That don't make sense. That looks like you fucking clout chasing, you dickhead.
Okay, YouTube, apologize for the DH. You know what I'm saying? Easy, you gotta calm down. I'm trying to monetize, my nigga. Calm the fuck down. You said you can't diss all the battle rappers from this era. It seems like you're clout chasing. Let me just address that point. Easy, you're wrong, okay? Everybody Millz has dissed him first. DNA dissed him first or got in the middle of the good stuff. Goods dissed him. They all tried to clown him, told him he needed to step his game up and update his resume. Okay, from there, Jack Boy wanted to chime in. Top Floor Luke wanted to chime in. Rum Nitty did an interview and said Millz stuff is cool if he, you know what I'm saying, but I might take a shot at him. B Magic was hating on the Ron Brown stuff and talking about, oh, this stuff is whack or whatever, blah, blah, blah. Chef Trez was talking about, yeah, that Millz shit is cool, but I mean, he got to get in the ring. I don't really see the hype about it. Everybody, T-Top, for those of y'all wondering how T-Top got in the mix, T-Top told DNA, instead of get that nigga Rex, he said, get that nigga DNA. Get that nigga Millz DNA. That's what he tweeted. Get that nigga Millz DNA. DNA, he didn't say that. DNA, get that nigga Millz. DNA, get that nigga Millz. That's what he said. And then T-Top was like, you were just giving me praise. You know what I'm saying? Like, you want to take your man's spot or something? Like, you want his spot? Like, you want this work? And then T-Top didn't respond. Everybody has started with Millz first, including you, Eazy. Including you, another person that started with Millz first. A lot of y'all looking at his comment like when they were arguing on Twitter the other day and Eazy was saying something like, oh, Millz ain't never dealt with nobody turning on him or nothing like that. That's not really where this whole thing starts, in my personal opinion. If you go back to when he was dissing Jack Boy and Verb, Eazy was recapping them battles. He was recapping those diss tracks. And even though he gave J Millz credit, because obviously J Millz is winning the diss tracks, he beat Jack Boy and he was up on Verb. Verb hadn't even rapped. Eazy kept saying a lot of things that actually kind of was on the T-Top stuff, like almost like you wanted this smoke. And if you go read the comments, people are saying, yo, stay in your lane, don't jump in this Millz lane. He's saying stuff like, man, I'm not liking this, man. This nigga Millz, man, you know, this nigga Millz just think he popping, think he hot, man. You know, he think he taking over. It was stuff like that. He was paraphrasing, but go back and watch the videos. He was saying stuff like that. He was saying stuff like man, the talk Verb got to come out, man. This nigga Millz think, you know, this nigga Millz think it's sweet out here. He think it's this. He even made a comment about hoping that Millz had, like, damn, I kind of wish he had shot at me. I wish I could have got into this. He made a comment like that. All of these little comments, I'm pretty sure Millz is watching what's going on. After all, you the algorithm, right? People always got to watch Eazy. I mean, that's what you do when you the algorithm. You also said that you was on Verb's side. You said that repeatedly. I'm on Verb's side. Verb got to come out and get this nigga. So in my opinion, I feel like if I'm J Millz, I'm going to look at you. Do you want to take your man's spot like I told T-Top? So even though he didn't shoot at you, that's what you said. Then you had Cola on, and what did y'all say? Man, this Millz shit is down there about over with. You know what I'm saying? This Millz shit is over with. Matter of fact,
that's what it looked like.
The traditional.
Matter of fact, hold on.
If anybody didn't know, let's start from the beginning. So me and Cola, we doing our thing. We doing our thing. You know, Cola, boom, boom, bang. And so I say, he said, yo, it's getting quiet for Millz. And let's keep it a bean. It's getting quiet for Millz. Let's keep it a bean.
Let's stop there. It's getting quiet for Millz. What the hell is it for you, Eazy? If it's quiet for Millz, what is it for you? You battled Twerk. Nobody talked about it anymore. It dropped on YouTube. People don't even know it dropped on YouTube. It didn't even get no motion. You won that battle. You never battled Cassidy. You lost your channel for a while. If it's quiet for Millz, what is it for you? You don't have anything more going on than Millz. So for somebody that takes criticism as hate, I mean, Murder Mook said he thought Cassidy won the first round versus you, and you said Mook was hating. I mean, God forbid someone has an opinion of you losing a round or a battle, and all of a sudden they're a hater. So if you say it's quiet for Millz, are you hating? Or are you just keeping it $1? You know, that keeping it $1 shit, you can't be the only nigga that claimed that they keeping it $1. Why Mook, when he say that he got Cassidy winning a battle, why Mook can't be keeping it $1? It's his opinion. So if I'm Millz, I'm gonna be thinking about you going for Verb, you saying I think I'm the ish and I think stuff's sweet out here. You also said every time Millz says that any battle rapper can get it, all this kind of stuff, you know, you said I feel like he's talking to all of us. I feel like he's talking to all the battle rappers, and I don't like it. I don't like that he's doing this and this and this. That's what he said. And to prove you said you felt it was disrespectful that he was talking like that. That's what you said. Hold on. Let's prove that point. Let's prove that point.
This is battles here.
Okay. Look at this live right here. Hold on. You said every time Millz says none of these battle rappers can mess with me, and if they can step up. You said it was disrespectful to the battle rappers, meaning the niggas that actually put on. You don't really consider Millz a real battle rapper. So you saying it's disrespectful to y'all so much that you even made a video. How it all started right here. Where my finger at? Right here. Is J Millz disrespecting battle rappers? Because you did a video about a month ago about the whole subject. I say that to say every now and then you do keep saying stuff. So if you say Jay is quiet for J Millz out there, or it's this or it's that or whatever, why J Millz can't think you hating? I mean, after all, you was going for Verb. You said he disrespecting battle rappers. You said he think he's sweet out here. Verb got to hurry up and get this nigga audit. It seems like you against Millz, which would make sense because you're pro Verb, but it does seem like you against Millz. So I asked yourself, how is Millz clout chasing if y'all are the ones talking about him? You doing the recaps about him. You got Cole on there talking about him. When I go to Millz channel, I don't see any Eazy the Block Captain videos before this week. So how is he clout chasing, bro? Like I don't really see it. I don't really think he clout chasing.
I wasn't even on some hating shit. I wasn't even on no hating shit. I swear to God. Y'all already know I'm goofy, bro. Y'all know I come in here, we'll laugh and we'll do all of that shit. I wasn't even really on no hating shit. I just was like, it happens to battle rappers. Like sometimes shit just get quiet. I wasn't even trying to be smart.
If somebody would have said it's quiet for Eazy, he would be like, they hating. Like, that's what you would feel like, bro.
Promise you, wallahi, I wasn't even trying to be smart. I was just saying right now it's quiet. Nigga dropping 8-9 diss tracks, bro. Like, come on, bro. Like, somebody else took the mantle just for right now. But now, since the beginning of January, it's like 35 diss tracks. We tired.
35 diss tracks, we tired. I know he didn't say that, right? He said that? Oh, let me see.
Like, come on, bro. Like, somebody else took the mantle just for right now. But now, since the beginning of January, it's like 35 diss tracks. We tired.
It's like 35 diss tracks, we tired. I'm tired of the diss tracks, right? That's fair. It would be even more fair, though. How you tired of the diss tracks, but the last video you put up today, you recapped the diss track? I'm confused. So let me see. 35 diss tracks. I'm tired of the diss tracks. You recapped the diss track 6 hours ago. Rosenberg Raw, Looney Tunes diss track. 6 hours ago, 1,300 views. You did a reaction to it, bro. I thought you was tired of the diss tracks. 1,300 views, not a lot of views either. You know, if I reacted to this, it'd be more views than that. And then, I mean, since you say that you the algorithm, like I would just blow past 1,300 views in 16 hours. But this ain't about me. But you can't say we're tired of diss tracks and then recap Rosenberg Raw today. Nobody was even talking about Rosenberg Raw diss track, and I don't think it was a bad diss track, but you literally recapped the diss track today and got in a blog last night and said, we tired of the diss tracks. Hold on.
Cause you funny. We want to see right now, but now, since the beginning of January, it's like 35 diss tracks. We tired, bro. We want.
All right. So I'm just saying, I mean, YouTube, I'm being very respectful, YouTube. Easy, this is just criticism. It's just criticism. I'm not dissing. I'm just saying, I get it. You want Millz to be in a ring, but you did just recap a diss track today. So let's just keep it $1. Keep it $1. Keep it $1. Okay. Now, so with this being said, I don't feel like Jay Millz got a battle, bro, unless it's goods. He don't have to battle. He's clearly said, I'm not interested in battle rap. Diss tracks is a form of battle rap in a way. Yeah, it's not the way we do it right now, but it hasn't been the only way that it's been done. So we love to create these rules as if like this has only been one way when the rules have changed. There used to be timed rounds. There used to be unlimited rounds. There used to be the choking rules changed. There used to be a lot of different stuff. It's evolved over the years, and diss tracks is another form, or dissing on a beat is another form of battling. So at the end of the day, I don't feel like Millz need to change because y'all, I repeat, y'all are shooting at Millz. Millz is not shooting at y'all, bro. And if you're going to shoot at Millz, like you keep tiptoeing around to protect Verb, and let me get to this Verb thing real quick, because I realize y'all, it's funny how y'all want to be bloggers now when y'all didn't care about blogging. And yes, I am battle rap media, Chris Unbiased, just so you know that is me. I did create this battle rap media shit. I am one of the founders. I made it cool to be a blogger. I was the first certified battle rap blogger. Salute the Caps and Jay Black, but I was before them. So my thing is, everybody want to be a blogger now, bro. And it's cool. It used to be, all y'all do is wake up and talk about men all day. And now everybody wants to be a blogger. And I realize since you've been blogging, you haven't been talking about Verb and the ghostwriting. You haven't been talking about how Verb took an L on the diss track joint with Jay Millz. I don't really see you being critical. So are you biased? And that's why you can never really get rid of people like me, Caps, Piper Boy, Vada, the whole list goes on of us bloggers, because we the only one that's going to keep it $1. We only going to keep it $1. It's okay, Verb. It's okay, Eazy. Verb ain't going to beat you up, bro. Verb ain't going to tear you down into space. I know that's what you worried about, maybe scared of. I don't want to get on Verb's bad side. It's cool. It's cool. Who is just Verb? It's cool. He ain't nobody. Hello, Verb. You're nobody in this culture. We don't care. You could tell him he lost. You could tell him he got a ghostwriter. You could tell him all that stuff. It's cool, because that's really what happened. That's what happened. Y'all want to be a blogger. You ain't touched on no title fact stuff, though. You ain't touched on no title facts, and you ain't broke down that paperwork or none of that. You ain't done none of that. I'm just saying, y'all want to be a blogger, but y'all pick and choose what it is y'all want to talk about. And at the end of the day, I don't necessarily feel like Jay Millz needs to battle, bro. He don't need to battle. He's clearly said he doesn't want to battle. And as long as y'all are picking on him and saying stuff about him and engaging with him and doing that, then y'all should enter into his lane. If Jay Millz was sitting around and he was blogging or recapping battles, telling you how trash you were against so-and-so, or how bad Twerk was against this, or how bad Rum Nitty was, or DNA wasn't good in this battle, I'll be like, why don't you battle them niggas then? Show them how it's done. That's not what he's doing, bro. He's minding his business. You're protecting Verb, and in your biasness to Verb, you're being critical of Millz. In the same way you can take small comments and think that it's hate, Millz can take small comments and think that it's hate. So you don't get a chance to sit on your camera and be like, I'm goofy, It was just me and Cola, you know what I'm saying? I wasn't even hating. I swear on my wallahi, I wasn't hating. A joke is only a joke if the nigga that is receiving a joke feels that way too. He may not feel like you joking on him. He may feel like you and Cola sitting on there clowning him on a subscriber channel of over 50,000 subs. He may not like it. So if he want to say something about it or whatever the case, he has that right to do so. And you should step into his arena because you've been poking at the bear. You've been poking. Lil Blogs, is Millz disrespecting battle rappers? You literally told Mickey facts, bro. He was bullying Verb. Think about this. Instead of telling Verb that he a whole ass nigga and all this other stuff, instead of telling Verb that, you in turn tell Mickey Facts he's bullying Verb, bro. Like, what are you doing? Like what are we doing? Like, this is literally what happened. So you can't, like, if you gonna keep it $1, keep it $1, then keep it $1. And part of it is telling Verb when he's wrong. Not being afraid to engage with Verb, because Verb don't got no power, bro. Them little punk ass 400 viewers he has in the spaces, nothing. He'll get buried on YouTube by real bloggers. Don't have no motion, bro. He's scared to show his face. Think something wrong with him. That was Ozempic then kicked in. He won't even come on camera. He won't even he did an interview the other day in the dark. I knew something was wrong. Verb don't got no power, bro. So you can trust me, Eazy. You can stop saving him. Stop telling Mickey Facts he's bullying people. You're not bullying nobody, bro. Not bullying nobody. So I feel like you have been covering Millz because Millz has been the algorithm, and Millz and diss tracks was what carried us through the month of December and January. You don't have a battle, so you was trying to keep your channel popping. And in order to keep your channel popping, you had to recap what's going on in the culture. So you recap battles. But in doing so, it crossed paths with Verb. And when it crossed paths with Verb, you showed your biasness towards Verb. So if you jump on Millz' radar because of that, just know you started it, bro. You sitting on there with lame ass Cola talking about somebody lost their emotion. Bro, what the fuck happened to Cola? He don't got no emotion. This nigga pop in about every 4 months with a voice. He lost all his motion when Polo buried him when he left Black Compass. He lost all it, but sit on a dog on live with you and tell him, yeah, Millz shit over with. What is it for you? Bro, what is it for you then? And I'm speaking of Cola. If Millz lost his motion, what did you lose? So, and that's why it seemed like y'all be talking crazy sometimes. Why it seemed like that. So I don't feel like Millz needs to battle unless it's goods. Anybody else, I don't got him winning. I don't got him none of that stuff. He ain't beating Eazy. He ain't beating DNA. He ain't beating Rum Nitty. Might be Jack Boy. I don't know. But he ain't beating Verb. He ain't beating Danger Zone. Whatever it is. Danger Verb, Island Zone, whatever you want to call it. Captain Danger, whatever you want to call it. He ain't beating no versions of Verb, bro. But Goods, it's a good battle. I like him in Goods. I feel like they got a lot of stuff to get off their chest. And Millz should actually entertain that battle. He should entertain that battle. Funny thing is, Goods will think he too good to do the battle. That's the crazy part. Like, Goods, who you gonna battle? If you do battle anybody, that twerk stuff done died down a lot. So now I feel like you might as well battle J Millz. So that's my thoughts. Chris Unbiased. I wouldn't even mind seeing J Millz in a circle, in a full circle, bro. Him and Goods in a full circle would be interesting. That conversation would be kind of interesting. And either one of them could win. Just being real, either one of them could win. Yo, ARP! I'm about to call ARP, man. If you see Millz in a circle, man, just know Chris Unbiased set it up, man. Holla at your boy.